Hello everyone and welcome to Fatma Sami's channel. Today's video is for grade 5 semester 1. In this video, we're going to do some exercises on a class book, unit 1. Welcome back to school. Before we start unit 1, we're going to do some exercises. Exercise number 1. Watch or listen and read. Back in the shed. It was great to be back at school and see all our friends again. Yes, and there's a new girl in our school. She's called Diana. She's Egyptian and she's got short curly black hair. I know her. We played basketball together at break time. Hey, let's play in the playground. Anyway, when can we go to the Discovery Team shed again? After we have lunch today? No, after we have lunch, I've got a tennis lesson. What about Monday? No, I go to chess club on Mondays. And Sami, when we get back from school on Tuesdays, we visit Granny. Do you remember? What are you doing, Boo? I'm helping Lottie. Here you are. You are all very busy. What about now? What are you doing now? I'm sitting here and talking to you, of course. But you're right, Boo. We've all got time now. Let's go. Welcome back, Discovery Team. Now, look at the pictures carefully. Who's wearing sunglasses? Sami. How many foods can you find? 2. An apple and a banana. Exercise number 2. Read the sentences and write the missing words. Let's see the answers. Number 1. Sami is happy after his first day back at school. Number 2. There is a new girl in Fatma and Lottie's school. Number 3. She's from Egypt. Number 4. On Mondays, Sami goes to chess club. Number 5. On Tuesdays, Fatima and Sami visit Granny. Number 6. Boo says they are all very busy. Exercise number 3. Look at the week planner. Ask and answer. Let's read the dialogue. What does Sami do on Sundays? On Sundays, Sami plays football. Exercise number 4. Who is it? Describe a person to your partner. Look at the picture and describe a person to your partner. Let's read the example. She's wearing a blue dress and she's building a rowboat. That girl. Yes. Exercise number 1. Look back. Check the sentence in this picture. Let's see the answer. The answer is number 2. No, after we have lunch, I've got a tennis lesson. Exercise number 2. Watch or listen and repeat. Listen carefully. I have a shower before I go to school. I have a shower before I go to school. When Arwa gets home, she does her homework. When Arwa gets home, she does her homework. After Mudrik and his family have dinner, they play a board game. After Mudrik and his family have dinner, they play a board game. Exercise number 3. Look and circle the correct word. Listen and check. Let's see the answers. Number 1. After I go surfing, I have a shower. Number 2. Before I do my homework, I play the piano. Number 3. When we get home from school, we have a sandwich. Number 4. Mom always makes dinner before Granny arrives. Exercise number 4. In pairs, ask and answer. I'll read the questions for you. Number 1. What do you do before you go to school? Number 2. What do you do when you get home? Number 3. What do you do after you have dinner? Number 4. What do you do when your parents get home from work? Now, I'll read the example for you. Before I go to school, I brush my hair. Exercise number 1. Listen, point, and repeat. Listen carefully. Number 1. Curly hair. Number 2. Straight hair. Number 3. Dark hair. Number 4. Fair hair. Number 5. Long hair. Number 6. Short hair. Number 7. A beard. Number 8. A mustache. Exercise number 3. Listen and read the poem. Listen carefully. My family is unusual. We don't look the same. We all look very different. And I think it's great. I'm Thuraya. I'm very tall. I've got long, dark, curly hair. This is my brother. His name is Laith. He's got a mustache and his hair is fair. This is my dad. He's very tall. He's got a beard. His hair is straight. This is my mom. She's rather short. She's only 1.58 meters. My family is unusual. We don't look the same. We all look very different, and I think it's great. Exercise number 4. Describe a person from the poem. Your partner should guess. Let's read the example. She's got long, dark, curly hair. Thuraya. Now, let's learn how to talk about hair. When you talk about hair, always say long or short first. For example, she's got short, dark, curly hair. Or you can say she's got short, curly, dark hair. Unit 1. Talent show. Look at the picture carefully. How many words to describe people do you know? Now, let's answer the questions. What doesn't belong in the picture? The clock on the van. Who's dropping litter? Where's the sandcastle? This guy is dropping litter. There is the sandcastle. Now, let's find someone with a mustache and number them with number 1. Now let's find someone with a beard and number them with 2. Exercise number 2. Listen, point, and repeat. Listen carefully. Number 1. Shy. Number 2. Confident. Number 3. Lazy. Number 4. Hardworking. Number 5. Friendly. Number 6. Unfriendly. Number 7. Kind. Number 8. Mean. Number 9. Polite. Number 10. Rude. Number 11. Tidy. Number 12. Untidy. Exercise number 3. Look for the words from activity 2 in the picture on page 14. Write the missing word. The missing word is unfriendly. Exercise number 4. Finish the sentences. Let's see the answers. I'm a waiter. In my job, I need to be polite and friendly. I'm a doctor. In my job, I need to be kind and hardworking. I am an actor. In my job, I need to be confident and friendly. I am a school student. At school, I need to be hardworking, polite, and tidy. Exercise number 5. Read your description from activity 4 to a partner. Can they guess the job? Let's read the example. I need to be kind and hardworking. A doctor. Yes. In this page, we're gonna read a story. But before we read, which fruit can you see in the story? We can see an apple, a banana, and grapes. Now, let's read the story. The talent show. That's Tamim. He's great at karate. He's very confident. He's more confident than I am. Don't worry, Fatima. You're good at juggling. I'm feeling worse and worse. When did you last eat something? At lunchtime. That was an hour ago. Here, have this banana. You need to eat something every 3 hours. You need more energy. Okay, Luti, okay. It's my turn soon. I need to go. 10 minutes later. Hello. You're the biggest cat ever. You're very friendly, aren't you? Who did you come here with? Eek. Look, here's Fatima. She looks so confident. She doesn't seem shy at all. Go, Fatima. I can't get them out. I'm coming, Fatima. I can help. Watch out for the cat. Ah! Thank you. Was that okay? Yes, that was very funny. You're the best, Fatima and Boo. Everyone thinks you're better than all the others, Fatima. Look, his name is Bailey, and he lives on North Road. I can't read the house number. 1 something 1315. Exercise number 3. Where does Billy live? Go to page 106 to find out. The answer is at 17 North Road. Exercise number 4. After you read, what happens first? Read and tick. Let's see the answers. Number 1. B. The children start watching the talent show. Number 2. A. The cat comes over to Luti and Sami. Number 3. B. Boo comes to help Fatima. Number 4. B. Everyone likes Fatima's show. Exercise number 1. Look back. Tick the sentence in this picture. Let's see the answer. Number 2. You are the biggest cat ever. Exercise number 2. Watch or listen and repeat. Listen carefully. My mom is shorter than me. My mom is shorter than me. She's the shortest person in our family. She's the shortest person in our family. I'm more hardworking than my best friend. I'm more hardworking than my best friend. I'm the most hardworking person in the class. I'm the most hardworking person in the class. Now, Let's learn about regular adjectives when we compare. Good, better, the best. Bad, worse, the worst. Tidy, tidier, the tidiest. Big, bigger, the biggest. Exercise number 3. Read and write the adjectives. Let's see the answers. A. Rahaf. Rahaf is more hardworking than anyone else I know. She's better than me at schoolwork. She's the best student in our class, and she's the most hardworking person in the school. B. Faris and Basil. Basil and his brother Faris live next door to me. I don't like Faris. He's the meanest boy in the street. But his brother Basil is worse. Basil is the worst boy in the whole school. C. Hazem and Zainab. Zainab and her brother Hazem live on the other side of the street. Zainab is more untidy than Hazem, and Hazem's room is the tidiest room in their house. Exercise number 4. Write 3 questions about activity 3. Ask your partner. Let's read the example. Is Zainab tidier than Hazem? No, she isn't. Who's the most hardworking girl in the school? Rahaf. Exercise number 1. Listen, point, and repeat. Listen carefully. Number 1. Count. Number 2. Spell. Number 3. Do experiments. Number 4. Bake a cake. Number 5. Throw a ball. Number 6. Fix toys. Number 7. Juggle. Number 8. Make a pizza. Exercise number 2. Listen and sing. Listen carefully. Everyone's good at something. We all know this is true. Everyone's good at something. So what about you? Are you great at playing the guitar? Are you good at washing a car? Are you great at fixing toys? Are you good at making lots of noise? Everyone's good at something. Are you good at baking cakes? Are you good at throwing balls in a lake? Are you good at counting cats? Are you great at juggling hats? Everyone's good at something. Exercise number 3. Watch or listen and repeat. Listen carefully. I'm good at baking cakes. I'm good at baking cakes. I'm not very good at making pizza. I'm not very good at making pizza. Summer is great at acting. Summer is great at acting. Rashid's terrible at juggling. Rashid's terrible at juggling. Exercise number 4. In pairs, ask and answer. What are you great at? What aren't you good at? Let's see the examples. I'm great at spelling, but I'm not good at baking. I'm great at math, but I'm terrible at PE. In this page, we're gonna learn about good manners around the world. There are many different ways to be polite or rude around the world. Let's look at what good manners are in different countries. Saying please and thank you. All around the world, it's important to say please and thank you. In the UK, if a child asks, "Can I have some water?" a British parent often asks, "What's the special word?" The child then remembers to say, "Please." And do you know that in the UK, most people say thank you to the bus driver when they get off the bus? Being with people. In Oman, it's polite for men to give a firm handshake when they meet someone. In some parts of Asia, the opposite is true. It's better to give a gentle handshake. In Oman, it's polite to invite people to your home. When you go to someone's house for a meal, take a small present and remember to take off your shoes when you go inside. Good manners with food. In the US and the UK, it's polite to finish everything on your plate. In China, it's very rude to do that. If you finish everything, it means you didn't get enough food. In the US and UK, it's polite to eat quietly. In China, it's better to eat noisily. This shows that you are enjoying your food. Fun fact. Did you know that in Japan, it's rude to laugh with your mouth wide open? Exercise number 3. What's different from your country? What's the same? Let's read the example. In Oman, it's important to say thank you too. In this page, we're gonna do a project. In groups, brainstorm good and bad manners in your country. Then choose 3 good manners to write about. After that, make your good manners book. To make the manners book, take 2 pieces of A4 papers and fold them in 2. Give the book a cover. Choose a title. Then, write your list of 3 good manners. Finally, compare your work with a partner. Exercise number 1. Look at the picture. What game are they playing? Hockey. Now, watch or listen. Can you find Arthur in the picture? Listen carefully. Who's that boy over there? Which one? The boy with the fair hair. Oh, that's Arthur. He's in my class. He's new. What's he like? He's very friendly. He seems very confident. He's really good at hockey. He's in the school team already. Come and meet him. Okay. Now, let's find out who's Arthur. This is Arthur. Exercise number 5. Listen and say the tongue twister. There is a girl called Claire with very fair hair. Today she's painting 8 gray chairs. Listen again. There is a girl called Claire with very fair hair. Today she's painting 8 gray chairs. In this page, we're gonna read this text and we will answer some questions. Before we read, what kind of text is it? It's a report. Now, let's read the text. Chief Inspector Fleming's report. Yesterday evening, there was a dinner party at Mrs. Morgan's house. The famous Morgan diamond was in a glass box. The diamond was present from the king to Mrs. Morgan's grandfather. This morning, the box and the diamond weren't there. These people were at the dinner party. Mrs. Elise Willow, 47 years, doctor and hardworking. Mr. Fred Barker, 43, vet, kind and quiet. Miss Mabel Allen, 25, actress and confident. Mr. Jack Allen, 19, science student, very shy, Mabel Allen's brother. More information about the suspects. Miss Allen is an actress, but she's working as a trapeze artist in circus, not in a theater. Mr. Barker hasn't got any money. His wife is ill and he needs to pay for an expensive operation next month. Mrs. Willow needs money too. Her husband lost all the family's money last year. Mr. Allen seems shy, but his teacher says he's the most hard-working student in his class this year. Mr. Allen does experiments with a new type of magnet. His magnets can pick up any material. Conclusion: they all did it together. Mrs. Willow watched the door. Miss Allen used Mr. Allen's special magnet to get the glass box. Mr. Barker went to London with the diamond. Exercise number 3. After we read the text, correct the sentences. Let's see the answers. Number 1. Chief Inspector Fleming wasn't at the dinner party. Number 2. Miss Allen is an actress and Mr. Barker is a vet. Number 3. Mr. Allen is a science student. Number 4. Mrs. Willow hasn't got a lot of money. Number 5. Miss Allen used Mr. Allen's special magnet to get the glass box. Exercise number 1. Listen. Who are the thieves? Listen carefully. So, Mrs. Smith, tell me what happened. 2 people stole my bag. I was going to the shops. I dropped my bag. Were they men or women? There was a man and a woman. At first, they seemed kind and friendly. They helped me pick up my bag, but then they took my bag and ran away. They were both good at running. They could run very fast. What did the man look like? The man had fair hair. Was his hair curly or straight? It was curly. And was he tall or short? He was tall, I think. What about the woman? She was tall too, I think. They both seemed very tall. What did she look like? She had long curly fair hair. They looked like each other. Maybe they were brother and sister. That sounds like Arlo and Poppyland. They are brother and sister. They seem kind and friendly, but they're really mean. They're very good at stealing bags. They stole a lot last year. But this time I think we can catch them. The answer is number 2 and 6 are the thieves. Exercise number 2. Talk about someone in your family. Let's see the example. My Uncle Hashim is my favorite uncle. He's very kind. Exercise number 3. Read the description. Japanese student, mate, is describing her granny. What doesn't her granny like? My granny. By mate from Japan. My granny is my favorite relative. Her name is Honoka. She's 72 years old. She's got short, gray hair and brown eyes. My granny is very kind and hardworking. She likes reading and she loves watching TV. She likes cooking too, but she doesn't like watching cooking shows or films about cooks on TV. She always makes me delicious sushi because she's great at making sushi. She loves films, so she often goes to the cinema. I like talking about films with my granny. What doesn't her granny like? She doesn't like watching cooking shows or films about cooks on TV. Exercise number 3. Write about someone important in your life. Number 1. Plan. Who are you writing about? What does he or she look like? What is he or she like? What does he or she like doing? Then write. Write your description. Number 3. Check your work. Check if you used linking words. Exercise number 1. Write the word. There is one word you don't need. Use the words in the box above to help you. Let's see the answers. Number 1. That boy is really mean. He's just pushed that little boy over. Number 2. Science is great. I love doing experiments. Number 3. Yusuf is in the garden every afternoon. He throws a ball against the wall and plays with his friends. Number 4. I need to see how much money I've got. I need to count my money. Number 5. If you don't do any work, you are lazy. Number 6. How do you spell your name? Exercise number 2. In pairs, say the sentences, then match them to the pictures. Let's see the answers. Number 1. Matches D. Isa is more polite than Jum'a. He always says thank you. Number 2. Matches C. My sister is tidier than I am. She always puts away her clothes, but I always leave them on the bed. Number 3 matches B. My toy is broken, but I'm good at fixing toys. Number 4 matches A. That boy is the meanest boy in the school. Now let's move to the challenge. Challenge your classmates and play the game. Work in 2 teams. Look back through the unit to find the answers to these questions. Let's see the answers. Number 1. Find a sand castle. On page 14, lesson 1. Number 2. What is Fatima good at? Juggling. Number 3. Who stole the Morgan diamond? Mrs. Willow, Miss Allen, Mr. Allen, and Mr. Barker. Exercise number 1. Read the text. Choose the right words. Let's see the answers. My brother Yusuf always says please and thank you. He's very polite. He's shorter than me, but he's not the shortest person in our family. Yusuf loves science and is good at doing experiments, but he isn't very good at throwing a ball. He's terrible at basketball. Exercise number 2. Listen and tick the box. Listen carefully. Number 1. Hi, Ruby. Over here. Hi, Daisy. Thank you for inviting me. It's great you're here. Come and meet my family. Whoa! There are a lot of people here. Who are they all? Well, can you see that boy over there? He's playing football. The boy with the fair hair? No, the boy with the dark hair. Oh, yes, that's my brother, Owen. Number 2. Who's the boy over there? The boy climbing the tree? Yes, that's my younger brother, Theo. He's always really untidy. Now, check your answers. In this page, we're gonna play a game. Work in pairs and play the game. Use a spinner or a dice. Ask and answer questions with your partner. The first player to reach the finished square is the winner. Players take turns to roll the dice and move their counters. If they land on a square with a question, players must complete the question using the comparative or superlative form of the adjective in brackets. Then, their partner answers the question. If players land on a square at the top of a slide, they slide back to the square at the bottom of the slide. If players land on a square at the bottom of a ladder, they climb up to the square at the top of the ladder. They must complete the question before they can climb the ladder. Graded Reader 1. The Baking Day. Arwa and Arij are baking a cake today. The children bake in pairs. Arwa and Arij are hardworking, but Arwa is more confident than Arij. Arwa is also kind and the friendliest person at the baking day. I never bake cakes. This is my first cake. I'm good at baking cakes. Let's work together. I can help you. Arij reads the recipe. She gets a bag of sugar, some butter, and some flour. She counts the eggs. There are 3 bowls. The blue bowl is smaller than the red bowl, and the yellow bowl is the smallest. Let's use the red bowl. Red bowl is the biggest. Arij and Arwa are very tidy. They tidy up the eggs, sugar, butter, and flour. But there is a problem with the cake. I think we baked a cake for 80 people. The recipe is for 8 people. Did we count badly? Later, they take the cake from the oven. It's the biggest cake ever. It's taller than Arwa and Arij. It's the most delicious cake too. Thank you for helping me, Arwa. The cake is amazing. Next week, let's make a pizza. I'm not very good at making pizza, so you can help me. Graded Reader 2. The Tennis Lesson. The boys are playing tennis in their PE lesson. Hisham is hardworking, but he isn't confident in PE lessons. He's very shy. He'd rather paint a painting in art or do experiments in science. I'm really good at painting and doing experiments, but I'm terrible at tennis. I'm the worst in the class. Hamid is the best in the class at playing tennis. He's good at throwing a ball, and he easily hits the ball with his racket. I can throw a ball, but I'm not good at hitting a ball. Hisham is hardworking, but when he hits the ball, where does it go? It always hits the net. Can I help you, Hisham? Hamid is very kind and polite. He shows Hisham how to hit the ball with his racket. Hisham listens carefully to Hamid. Then Hamid throws the ball to Hisham. It's your turn. Hit the ball over the net to me. Now, Hisham is great at hitting the ball. The ball easily goes over the net. Hisham is really happy. He's the happiest person in the class. Thank you for helping me, Hamid. Let's play tennis. You look more confident than me now. Well done, Hisham. We have reached the end of our video today. Thank you for listening and watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.